Today, we look into Columbus Pride and what it means to the local LGBTQ+ community.
And we celebrate the 5th anniversary of the movie Columbus and the legacy it had on our town.
All that and more on Torch TV. Good morning and welcome back to the Columbus East Media Studios in this edition of Torch TV. I'm your host, Kamille Wilson, and alongside me today is Corey Shooter. Corey, how are you doing today?
I'm really good. I'm really excited to see what these stories are all about.
Yep, let's get right into this show.
In September, the Columbus Pride Festival took place, showcasing the local LGBTQ+ community and celebrating our town's diversity, along with promoting inclusion and acceptance in the community. Reporter Kate Roeder has the story.
Having an all-inclusive pride here in Columbus, Indiana is huge just for visibility of all genders, anybody however they identify, showing people of Columbus that we are here and we're proud and we can be productive members of society, you know, like we are your next door neighbors, your friends, we're your family, we're people that you go to church with.
This event in particular is important to show the community and to show the people who are here that they're not alone. This is a welcoming community and people are free to be their authentic selves, and I think it's important just to send a message to all of those folks that, you know, we're your friends and we respect you and, you know, we want you to be a part of the community.
It means everything. I mean, watching these young people walk around here today and seeing how proud and safe they feel in this environment, why can't this be the way they get to live every day?
Pride isn't just an event for the gay community. Gay and straight alike come to learn about and celebrate Columbus's differences.
Columbus's diversity is way bigger than people perceive it to be. I think it's underestimated, and I think the importance of us continuing to do this Pride every year will just keep bringing out those people and keep showing them how diverse Columbus actually is.
Most of Columbus is pretty diverse and interested in that diversity, and the fact that all that diversity brings ideas, brings industry, it brings everything to Columbus. The more diverse we are, the better the community is. So this is just one aspect of the diversity that we have, and celebrating all of it together it's important.
Pride's importance to the community spans further than just celebrating diversity. It gives a safe place to young people, allowing them to recognize their importance to the city.
All youth who are at a time in their life where they're trying to see where they fit in. Do I belong here? Do I have to change this about myself? Do I have to change that about myself? And if LGBT people are okay here, well then maybe I'm okay here too.
It gives them the motivation to stay involved and fight for their city, fight for the community they want to live in. So many of our young people are waiting, just chomping at the bit to get out of town when they graduate, and so the idea of them getting involved and making this where they want to live, I hope is going to mean more stay here and we get the benefit of their talents, their kindness, and their contributions to the community.
The Pride Festival hopes that the community can be more inclusive day to day in the future.
Attention seniors, the FAFSA is currently open. The application grants students the opportunity to gain financial aid for post-secondary education. If you want assistance with filling out your form, IUPUC is hosting an event on Sunday, November 6th at 2 p.m. to aid students in the application process.
Columbus East Environmental Club is back. Environmental Club has many opportunities for anyone to help, such as collecting recycling, cleaning up the greenhouse, and collecting murals out of bottle caps. If anyone is interested, meetings are in the Science Resource on every Tuesday, that is a B day. Everyone is welcome and community service hours can be earned.
A little over 5 years after the release of the movie Columbus, the director and stars of the film came back for a stroll down memory lane and to examine the legacy that the film had on our community.
Starting with the creation of the first Christian church in 1942, architecture has been an important staple of Columbus. The modernist architecture surrounding the town was used by film director Kogonada to create a movie about our city. Kogonada, along with actors Haley Lee Richardson and John Cho, returned to Columbus to mark the 5-year anniversary of the movie's release.
This came to me through, I was told about Kogonada and the script through a mutual friend who's one of the producers on the film. And he had connected with Kogonada. I believe they met through Twitter. And so that was how we were introduced. And then we talked, I read the script, and that's how it came about.
The film's success has increased tourism and introduced Columbus to an entirely new audience.
It's pretty incredible, really. And now it's been five years, and we still hear from people all the time that love the film. I just, a couple of weeks ago, was walking around downtown on a Saturday, and there were 5 friends that had watched the film the night before and had driven over from Illinois. They just spontaneously were like, oh, that's within driving distance. We should just get up tomorrow and go.
The movie's legacy continues to this day, as more and more are discovering the beauty of the town around us.
I think that it'll be cool for, years down the road, wherever Columbus East graduates end up in life, to be able to point to this movie and say, that's where I grew up. Not everybody has that. I think it's going to be a really cool reminder. I think it's really going to stand the test of time.
If you are interested in seeing the Columbus movie for yourself, you can check it out on Hulu or a rental streaming device. After the break, we explore how actors have created a supportive and accepting community at Seymour's Fear Fair.
And we look back on East's recent competitions and tournaments.
All that and more on Torch TV.
Sleep deprivation is one of the most common issues in the modern world. It's said that 62% of adults worldwide don't get the sleep quality they want. This is an even bigger issue for teenagers. There's a lot of different reasons for sleep deprivation in this age group. Some of the biggest ones are blue light exposure, social media use, and staying up late in the night. If you want to improve your sleep quality, you can do several things. Putting yourself in a relaxed mind state through habits like meditation, turning phones off, and reading before bed are a few good habits to start. Other things like reducing sugar intake before bed and using red light can also help. Making these things habitual can increase your sleep quality, mental sharpness, and reduce your feelings of stress and anxiety during the day.
Halloween season is upon us, and one of the most classic ways to celebrate this time of year is through haunted houses. Here's Emma Burns with more on one of Indiana's very own.
It's no secret that adrenaline junkies from all over the world love this time of year because of the scary aspects of Halloween, and many people find their adrenaline fix in haunted houses. Seymour, Indiana is where one of Indiana's scariest haunted houses, Fear Fair, calls home. But it's more than just about fear. It's also about the welcoming community that this event has built. In order to pull off being one of Indiana's scariest haunted houses, Fear Fair needs talented actors, each with their own motivations to come out every weekend and make the experience come to life.
Once you get into your costume and you've been playing it long enough, you basically become that character.
You kind of get to, be weird, but in a normal way. I don't know. It's some people like to act creepy in public, and that's frowned upon, but here you can be whatever you want.
Watching people cry when you scare them, that's the best thing. We might get paid to work here. I'd do it just for the scares.
Acting in a haunted house can be a very physically taxing experience. Each actor's role presents individual challenges that the actor needs to learn to navigate.
Well, I do back bends in my room all night, so that is one thing that is definitely a physically exhausting thing.
I jump around a lot and I jump over people too. I usually go into my scene and I'll climb up everything and sort of limber up a little bit, get loose and energized.
You know, it gets hard running everywhere. Your legs, your body, your throat, all hurts.
Performing just kills all the pain.
Because of the challenging and unique nature of their jobs and roles, a very tight-knit community was born. The group has spent years learning how to best support each other and make every member feel valued and cared for.
Everybody, they make sure we're pacing ourselves. They remind us every night, be sure you guys are taking care of yourself, water, and we always have water nearby. You know, if you need a break, let somebody know. So we've been really good about that.
The coolest and best part of working here are all the people that you get to meet from all different walks of life. Everybody enjoys haunting and scaring the bejeebers out of people.
Fear Fair is one giant family that loves to get the adrenaline from scaring people.
It's a huge family.
It's definitely a big family.
It's like a family.
Oh, it's a home.
The community surrounding haunted houses doesn't end at Fear Fair. Haunters all across America have worked to build a community that stretches from coast to coast.
So Aspen, what has this larger community done to make themselves a more welcoming environment?
Well, Fear Fair was a founding community of a large organization called Haunters Against Hate. It was formed in an effort to support LGBTQ actors, staff, and friends involved in the haunt community, who were receiving some vicious hate from review groups. This movement has brought everyone in the community together and has made the community a more welcoming, inclusive, and loving environment. To quote Fear Fair, hate is the scariest thing of all.
The East Fall Musical, Ranked, will be performing on November 18th, 19th, and the 20th. Starting times are at 7 p.m. on Friday and Saturday, and at 2:30 p.m. on Sunday. Ticket prices are $12 at the door, but they can be purchased in advance online at a lower price.
BCSC Combined Color Guard is holding auditions for its winter season on November 15th, 17th, and 18th in the North Band Room. Anyone from 6th to 12th grade is welcome, and no experience is necessary. Guard is also hosting clinics on November 4th and 7th from 5 to 7 p.m. to learn the basics.
Recently, the Columbus East Choirs performed their annual fall concert, but with a Halloween twist. They performed songs from classic Halloween movies including Harry Potter and Hocus Pocus. Each of our 3 choirs performed a selection of music. Olympians performed Double Trouble, Your Song, and Train a Blow, followed by Siren Serenade, who performed Like the Bird and Hodie. The show began and ended with Center Stage, which opened with Black is the Color of My True Love's Hair, and ended with a show choir style piece, I Put a Spell on You. This was an entirely student choreographed piece that got the audience involved. They began preparing for the show at the beginning of the school year, leaving them only a few months to pull it all together. However, with the hard work of the dedicated members of the program and the leadership of the choir director, Mr. Budd, they pulled off a very successful and enjoyable showcase. Their next show will be their preview show later this school year. Be sure to check it out.
Now to Matthew Degner with East's recent competition results.
This past weekend, our marching band, the Sound and Spirit of Columbus, competed at Whiteland. They placed first with an award for Best in Music. Tonight, our varsity football team plays Bloomington South at 7 p.m. at home. Tomorrow, our varsity volleyball team competes in semi-state, here at home at 4 p.m. The Sound and Spirit of Columbus also competes in their semi-state competition this Saturday, taking place at Ben Davis at 4:15 p.m. Your Columbus East cheer team is their first competition of the year this Sunday. Good luck, girls. Make sure to come out and support our O's.
Thanks, Matthew. That's all we have for today. From Emma, Corey, Matthew, and the rest of the Torch TV crew, I'm Kamille Wilson. Thanks for watching Torch TV.
Remember to take care of yourself, others, and the place. And as always, try to be the best part of someone's day.